Here's my Top Gun Days of Thunder
it.
being the same movie. Cole and Maverick are trying to escape the shadow and legacy of their father. They both find a surrogate father figure in Viper and Harry. They're talented, but they're cocky and reckless. They both ride motorcycles to work. Both fall in love with strong professional women who try to deny Tom Cruise's advances to where finally he's like, yeah, what's going on? And then that's when they like throw themselves at him and like push him against a wall. The initial rival now becomes friends with him while the real threat arrives later on, being Russ Wheeler. You know, now him and Rowdy are friends. They both freeze up in the final confrontation only to snap out of it after flashbacks to then win it all. It's literally, this formula is just going around in circles on all these movies.
But then you get a writer like Robert Towne to write this one, and he's like, oh, I want it to be kind of intellectual, where it should have just been cocaine fueled.
Yeah.
And been like all in on like the cheese factor.
I think they fell in the middle, and that might have been the problem. Is they didn't go that way or full on the other way, right?
Yeah, and there we go.
Do you like Quaid in this movie?
Of course.
I love Quaid. I will always love Quaid. However, it makes
He's
sense.
not crazy enough for me in this movie.
It makes sense that he is what sounds like is a used car salesman.
Oh yeah,
not a high-end dealership
multi-millionaire.
guy.
Like, sounds like he's got $1,000 in his bank account. He's like, I'm gonna start a NASCAR
Yeah.
team.
Fuck it.
Because I got the
Always
driver.
wanted to.
I'll
I spent all my money on renting this track for a couple laps.
just
$2,500.
leverage the dealership. Like that's fine. Whatever. I don't know.
What do we think about, do you guys watch NASCAR or have you watched NASCAR? Are you allowed to hit the other people?
Sean,
There's bumping that happens. It does happen, but you're not supposed to do it like this. At least not anymore. I don't know.
I can't imagine NASCAR fans actually like watching this movie and being like, yeah. Because like I have a feeling this is nothing what NASCAR really is.
Yeah.
That's a lot of the feedback. If you watch this as a NASCAR fan, you're not going to like it because
None of it's believable.
when there's like there are times like we'll just get it out of the way. Bumping into people like several times,
On
like
purpose.
doing it on purpose, like nudging people, the rubbing as they call it. If you do that enough, then they will black flag you.
Yeah.
If you're pushed into the wall too much, if you got too much stuff coming off your car, if your car's not in good enough condition, if you spin out, there's always going to be a yellow flag when there's a spin out. They will stop, like they will halt everything to a yellow flag. That doesn't happen half the time in this. Like they just keep letting it go. They're just like, keep going. He's fine. He's fine. He spun out, but he can get back into third just like that.
It'll take him maybe 2 laps. He'll be back to third
Whatever.
place. Don't worry
I think
about
maybe the most accurate thing about that they portrayed for NASCAR in this is the names. Like Buck Bretherton,
Yeah.
Cole Trickle, Rowdy Burns, Darrell Waltrip.
Well,
I think I heard Terry Smuckers.
Darrell Waltrip is a real guy.
Okay. Yes. Duke Chandler, Chilton Dominguez, Richard Dickel, Kyle Unleaded, Seth Quilter. Just come up with something like
Kyle Gearshift.
There you go.
Mark Rubin.
Duck Felter.
Well, there is a real, that's what I love so much. There's a real guy named Dick Trickle.
Dick Trickle.
That is unbelievable.
It's a rather unfortunate name to have as a child and all the way through your adult years.
Yeah,
Well,
I mean,
and
we'll
what-
just go with Richard.
Yeah,
man.
what you never understand is their name Richard. You can always just be like, hey guys, I'm not going to be Dick anymore. I'm Richard.
Yeah.
Richard Trickle.
I think
Rick Trickle.
Well, I can't spell that well, so it's Dick.